Hi, it gives me immense pleasure to introduce you to SandStorm, which is an enterprise performance testing tool from Impetus Technologies. The core development team of SandStorm comprises of senior performance architects, and all the features which we have developed in SandStorm, they are derived from our enriched experience with almost all the industry popular performance testing and engineering tools which we have used across various client engagements over a number of years. So, talking about SandStorm, it's a complete performance testing solution for all your applications, be it a web based application or it's a mobile application, or even if your application is deployed on the cloud. And recently, we have added support for the big data technologies as well. And the support for all these technologies that comes under a single umbrella. So you don't have to buy separate solutions for testing your applications. Everything is collated at one place under one umbrella, which is Sandstorm tool. We have built an inbuilt plugin for app dynamics, and this significantly helps to reduce time to identify the performance bottleneck by the developers or even the performance engineers. Using this plugin, you can just hook into the application and you can debug the performance bottleneck up to the class and method level. We also have an integrated plugin for your continuous integration process where we have this plugin which hooks along with Jenkins, which can be used for triggering your build deployment. And thus, it seamlessly fits into your CI process. And thus, you can have a performance report at the end of your build creation. Now, the Sandstorm tool, it comes in two editions. One is the on-premise edition, and another one is the cloud edition. So I'll talk about each of these variants in detail in the forthcoming slides. Talking about the technology stack, so Sandstorm supports most of the popular technologies and protocols using which enterprise applications are built. So if we talk about the web-based protocols, then Sandstorm supports applications developed using HTTP, HTTPS, SOAP, etc. If your application is a rich internet application, then Sandstorm has an inbuilt support for recording scripts, which uses Ajax and Flex and even Java applets. We have an inbuilt support for mobile protocols like OMA, IMPS, WAP, and Wireless Village, Hessian, etc. And talking about the big data technologies, so we have support for NoSQL databases like Cassandra and MongoDB, and the queuing servers like RabbitMQ, etc. We also support benchmarking for Hadoop, HBase, and Kafka. Email protocols like POP3 and SMTP, JDBC and RMI, SIP, DNS, etc. is also supported. And not only the UI part, but with Sandstorm, you get a scripting mode where you can create your script even before your UI is designed, and you can load test your application without even having the UI in place. So that's an interesting feature. In Sandstorm, we have another plugin, which is the integrated resource monitoring. And this can be used to monitor your various application database, web servers, and your NoSQL databases, your operating systems, etc. So while your load test is running with the Sandstorm tool, at the same time, you can monitor your various resources like the Windows and the Linux based operating systems, or application servers like Tomcat and JBoss, and your NoSQL databases, which is MongoDB, Oracle NoSQL, etc. Even the popular databases like the RDBMS databases, Oracle and Postgres and SQL Server, etc., also get an inbuilt support for monitoring. And while all the protocols they come as a single package in SandStorm, so you don't have to go for separate package to test your mobile applications and your web-based applications at the same time. So using SandStorm, you can do your mobile web-based NoSQL, big data technologies, everything with one single package. The integrated resource monitoring, it comes as a separate package and is optional. But if you wish to include it with the standard SandStorm package, then it calls in for a separate charge. So coming on to the SandStorm components. Now, this is where we differentiate between the on-premise model and the cloud model. Though the components remain same, the way the components are deployed creates a differentiator between the on-premise and the cloud model. So if you see on the left hand side of your top left corner of your screen, there is this recorder component. This recorder component traps all the communication which happens between your browser and the application using the browser as a proxy server. And this it is used to create the test scripts. Then further you can auto-correlate your test scripts for dynamic parameters, and you can manually parameterize such parameters and debug your test cases and test scripts. And from the recorder, you can perform a sanity test for all your test scripts. Further, these test scripts or the test cases, they are executed with multiple users with the help of a controller. Now, the controller is a centralized component which governs the execution of these virtual users, which are in turn spawned by agents, which we call as command launchers in case of SandStorm. So the command launcher is nothing but a service which runs on the machines from which you wish to spawn the load. So for example, if you have 5 machines and you want to spawn 2000 users, 400 users from each of those machines. So you just need to install the SandStorm command launcher on those machines and a controller on a separate machine. And then the controller should communicate with these command launchers, and it will then govern the execution of these 2000 users from each of these command launchers. With SandStorm, we normally provide a guideline that if you have a machine with 1 GB of RAM, then you should be able to spawn 500 virtual users in this given hardware. Further, when the test is getting executed from the controller, at real time, the controller gets all the results from the command launchers. And these results are further sent to the analyzer component at the end of the test. So what happens is at the end of the test, you get everything collated in one place, and using the analyzer component, which is on the on the bottom left corner of your screen, you can generate multiple reports and graphs. And each of these reports and graphs, they can be exported into various file formats like the PDF and Word and Excel format. So you can choose to use those results as it is, or you can create your own custom results using the SandStorm analyzer. So this is an overview of the SandStorm components. Now, if we talk about the on-premise model, then what happens is each of these components, it is installed within the client premises. So everything is within the control of the client, and no component is installed outside the network of the client. With this understanding, if we talk about the SandStorm cloud platform, then the main difference lies between the cloud platform and the standalone or the on-premise model is the cloud platform. It is hosted on the Amazon EC2 cloud, which we use for service provisioning for SandStorm. Now, in the cloud platform, the recorder still sits on the client premises from where you can create and record your scripts. You can perform a sanity run of your scripts, and then you upload the scripts to the component or to the SandStorm cloud, which we popularly call as the SandStorm portal. From this portal, you can provision the execution of your virtual users by selecting the load generation mechanism across various regions in the world. And this is not limited to any particular region, but from anywhere where the Amazon EC2 services are available, we are able to generate the load. For example, right now, we have successfully tested this load generation mechanisms from regions across North and South America, and within North America, both the US East Coast and the West Coast. Coming to Asia Pacific, we have load generators in Singapore. And if we talk about the extreme end of the world, then we have load generation mechanism from Australia as well. So we have this load generator scattered all across, and wherever your application is hosted, we are able to generate the load for your application from that particular region. So the way this works is once you upload your test cases to the SandStorm portal, it allows you to choose the load generator region. And from that region, using the Amazon EC2 cloud, we spawn the load generators and they can generate the load on your application under test. Now, this application is required to be exposed over the internet so that these machines can generate load on the application by communicating with them. If it is not possible to directly expose your application to the internet, then what you can do is you can just whitelist the IP addresses of the load generators in your environment, and the load generators are able to communicate with your application. Again, at the end of the test, all the results, they are available at the SandStorm cloud portal, and using the SandStorm analyzer on the portal itself, you can generate various reports and graphs, and you can use these results for benchmarking your applications. So that was an overview about the SandStorm tool and the different variants of SandStorm. Should you have any question regarding SandStorm, feel free to write back to us at SandStorm support. Thank you.